Assalamu alaikum, how are you everyone? Welcome back with Mr. Muad Ajbawi. Today we're gonna to discuss with you lesson 13.1 through using the quick check questions. The lesson is areas of parallelograms and rhombuses. Our objective of this lesson, just to review this lesson because we already studied it. So today we will have more and better understanding of this lesson through this discussion of lesson 13.1. This will take us to deep understanding of the lesson and all of its details. Here we start. Look, in question number 1, this typical question for this lesson, drag numbers to complete the equation and find area of the parallelogram. Numbers may be used once or not at all. Here, the base is 12 and the height is 8. So to find the area of parallelogram, we multiply the base 12 by the height, which is 8. So the answer will be 96 meter squared. Question number 2. A rectangle and a parallelogram have the same base and the same height. Use the drop-down menu to compare the areas of the two figures. Of course, because the two figures have the same base and the same height, so they will have equal areas. So area of the rectangle, and we know in the rectangle we have length and width, they are the same for the parallelogram as the height and the base. So they have equal areas. Now let me go to question number 3. Charlene's garden is shaped like rhombus. The height of the rhombus is 21.5 inches and the length of each side is 20 feet. She plans to put a piece of rectangular netting over the garden to protect from birds. If the netting is 15 feet by 30 feet, it's rectangle. Will it cover her garden? Choose true or false for each statement. The longest side of the netting is shorter than the longest side of the garden. What's the longest side of the netting? Here is the netting, is 30. What's the longest side of the garden? All the sides are the same. They are 20. Yes? So, the sides of the netting is greater than or longer than the side of the garden. But here he said shorter than, so it's false. The area of the garden is greater than the area of the netting. Area of the netting is greater than the area of the garden. Let's find area of the netting and area of the garden. Area of the garden, base, which is 20, multiply height, 21.5. So equal 430 feet squared. But area of the rectangle or the netting, it's 15 multiply 30 equals 450 feet squared. So the area of the netting is greater than the area of the garden. So here true and here false. Now the netting will cover the garden. We have to remember that the netting is rectangle and the garden is what? Rhombus, and its height is 21.5. So it will not. So the rectangle in this case will not cover the garden because the rectangle width is 15 feet. So it's false. Now, in the next question, which two parallelograms have the same area? This is kind of a typical question. We need to find the area of all the parallelograms and compare them. In figure 1, 4, the base 4 multiply 15 equals 60 centimeters squared. 3 multiply 18, 54 centimeters squared. 11 multiply 6, equals 66 centimeters squared. 5 multiplied 12 equal 60 centimeters squared. So as you can see, figure 1 and figure 4 have the same area. Next question. Eleni's room is in the shape of parallelogram. The floor of her room is shown below and has area of 108 square feet. This, you have the base, but the height is missing, but we have the area. Eleni has a rectangular rug that is 6 feet wide and 10 feet long. Will the rug fit on the floor here of her room? Use the drop-down menu to explain and show your answer. First of all, let's find the height. Use the area of the floor to find the height of the parallelogram. It equals, to find the height, we divide the area by the base. 108 divided 9 equals 12. Both dimensions of the floor, these dimensions of the floor, which is the height and the base, is what corresponding dimensions of the rug. What's the dimensions of the rug? 6 and 10. Here, 9 and 12. So the matching ones, 6 and 9, and 12 and 10. So of the floor, dimension of the floor is greater than the dimensions of the rug. So the rug will fit in the room because it's smaller than the floor. By this, we finish all the questions. I hope you get benefit from this video. Thank you very much. See you soon.